Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This should be my first wig install of 2023. You guys, I have so much about already at the moment. I have so much content for you guys coming out by God's grace in the coming weeks. But I have been absolutely under the weather. So we're just going to go right into this video. Just pardon my voice if it sounds very different. It's just that I am just getting better. So here I'm just unboxing this package by Wiggins Hair. All the items inside: stocking caps, wig band, eyelash, toothbrush, edge brush, which is very nice, was all added to this parcel to ensure that your hair looks very nice. So this is the hair. I am just unboxing the hair as well. First thing I can see is a mesh net covered. The purpose of this is just to ensure that there's minimal flyaways by the time the hair arrives to you. I'm going to try to make my videos even a step further more informative this new year. So this is the wig cap. As you guys can see, I'm going to put the specs of the hair in the description below, box below, and on the screen as well. This is a 5x5 closure wig. As you guys can see, it's very wide. Basically, you can use a tape rule to check on the length and the breadth just to see. And this is the hair, very lovely, very silky. This is it in with the ceiling light. So the first thing that I noticed that was that the closure wasn't bleached. So I'm just going in with bleach and developer. All the products will be listed in the description box. I'm using just a cap full and the equivalent of liquid as well. You don't need to do too much, guys. A little goes a long way. And I'm just mixing this up. As you guys can see, the consistency that we want is the consistency of what can I call it now? Like a thick pap, custard, like a thick paste. Yeah. Like, you don't want it too runny. I know I say this often, but just in case it's your first time coming on my channel, that's the consistency that you want. Then you want to kind of splatter it on the closure. Please do not touch the surrounding hairs on the flip side. Just try to be very careful. But if you're just a newbie person doing it, you'll make mistakes. But when you bleach hair wrongly, it can always be fixed. So this is me just coming closer so you can see. Then the ball of paper that came with the hair, I am just putting it under the wig so that it would stay in place. Then once we're done, we want to definitely wash the hair, wash out all the bleach and developer. Then you dry it naturally like I did. Here I'm just placing it on a canvas cork head now, just to brush it out, and I'm going to try to flat iron it as much as I can, just because it dried naturally, and obviously with all the washing everything would have changed. I'm just using a wide plate straightener. You can decide to use any type of flat iron that you prefer. Once I'm done flat iron this hair, I'm still going to restyle it, customize it, put a part on my own head. You can decide to do it on a mannequin, but I prefer to do it on my own head. Once you're finished, flat ironing the hair, the next thing is to obviously install it on your own head. The next frame you're going to see is me. I already have my hair on cornrows. I went to do cornrows, story for another day, recently, and I asked the lady to do a center part. When she just started cutting it, I was just like, but this is just the outcome. Hi guys, so first things first, you want to ensure that your hair is on cornrows like this, as flat as possible. Then I'm going to go in with a stocking cap. Let me just be sure I have the right side up. I have a mirror here so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, and I'm just going to wear the stocking cap. You can skip this step, as I always say, but I just prefer to wear my stocking cap. Personally, you don't need to follow my instructions. So I like to move it back a bit, just ensure that all the hair here is a bit covered. You can also use like a hair wax. I'll put the gummy I like to use that I find very effective for my edges. I'll put it on the screen so you guys can see. So once that's done, this is the hair. That's my daughter. So even if we've straightened it, we still have so much work to do because I did not define the parts. So you can define the part on the mannequin, but I choose to do it on my hair. I've also removed my wig combs that were on the sides. Sorry, they just fell off. I've also removed my wig combs. So you want to place the hair on your head like this, and you guys will see how jacked up it looks. Even if I flat iron the hair, Although, as I said, I love the texture of this hair, guys. I really, really love the texture. And this is without any product. Usually, I like to put like a. I don't know why my daughter is screaming. I like to put a serum. So I'm just gonna use the metal end of a comb, which I've removed. You don't need to do this. Okay, so we have our part. I'm gonna move you obviously backwards because I'm not trying to look like I'm from the Ice Age. So just make sure it's very straight. Don't be afraid to always go back to amend. Okay, before I even apply any products, I like to go in with my hot comb from Wall. You guys, this hot comb is almost like a hit or miss. I don't know, maybe they have batch issues, but some people say that theirs is not as hot. Mine is hot, but the combs are not as thin, and I think that's good because otherwise it will be a hazard. So this is self-explanatory. I'm just going to comb it down. Trust me, guys, this is still not flat enough for me, but maybe I should just keep quiet, and I'm just going to go on, and then I'll do a voiceover. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So here is the make or break part of the wig. You need to certainly go in with the hot comb or a curling wand or any hot tool that you use and you're convenient using. You want to ensure that it's very flat. This is what will avoid a very bumpy part. It will avoid cone heads. Don't worry, I'm still going to go in to do that at the back. The back part is still a bit bumpy, but here I'm just trying to straighten my part so that I set it. As you guys can see, this is me just opening a wax stick, and I'm just going to apply it on it. You don't need to use it if you don't want to, if you don't have, but I recommend, you know, just having one handy. And you're just going to go back in with some hairspray. It's also optional, but I prefer to. Then I'm going in with my actual curling wand. If you guys can see, I was just describing with my palm there that you need to just ensure that that back part is very sleek and taut. The reason why I was a bit not too satisfied with the cornrows that the lady wore for me, because she didn't listen to basic instructions, was that I told her I wanted to use it for a wig, and I just didn't want to argue that day because I said I was under the weather. So I just let her do what she wanted to do, to my very much dismay. So it kind of affected the way I was flat ironing it. As you guys can see, that place is a bit bumpy because that's not where the braid is meant to be, and the sizing was just a bit off. So here I'm just going in with, so that's another thing you also want to consider. If you're going to be a wig wearer, it's important that you find a braider that listens to basic instructions and literally just makes your hair in a way that if you're styling a center or a side part, it actually works. So you can decide to do all back, no cutting, or you can do a center part if you prefer. So here I'm just going in with a tweezer, and I'm just tweezing the hairline. This is also optional, but you guys know you just want to take things a notch up. So I'll see if I can title this video in such a way that it's very beginner friendly, step by step wig customization for 2023, just so that it looks like I'm doing a lot, but literally this thing took me less than 30 minutes. And if once you already have this initial customization done, every day you're just going out is just to wear the wig literally, and at most we flat iron it if it's rough. So that's all. So here I'm just going to go and I think I'm going to get scissors now, and I'm going to cut the lace. I want you to look carefully so you can see that part. You want to kind of put your hand at an angle, and you want to just cut the hair in such a way that you're not too close to the hairline. Reason is, when you cut it very, very close to literally where the strands are being wefted, you can start losing hair unnecessarily on the wig. It will start shedding unnecessarily. So you just want to complete that process. I chose not to fast forward this bit because this is what I know a lot of people struggle doing on their own head. Please, if you do not know how to do this on your head, feel free to bring it off your head and cut it off your thigh. That's how I usually cut mine actually. But because I wanted you guys to see how I do it on my head, I decided to do it this way. Next up, you want to lay the hair. You can decide to use a gel, an adhesive, or you can even be a little rookie and just wear it out like this, but that's a no-no for me. So I'm just going with some hairspray, the Tiggy hairspray, and I'm using my tail comb, the end of the tail, just to kind of press it into my skin. Then we're going to go with the headband that came with the wig initially, which is the Wiggins headband. This, and it's like a velcro. It has velcro attachments. You can try to use your regular elastic if you do not have that. Once this is done, usually what I go and do is, this process takes me about 30 minutes at most, and then I do my makeup and I'll be back. Okay, so I gathered some strength, did my makeup, and here I'm just putting some powder on my parts. So this is how you get a very well customized hair closure wig or closure hair wig, and this is the hair. I absolutely love the outcome. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in so I can show you guys the part as well. It looks from here very, very flat, very beautiful, and the length is just so gorgeous. I said I'm gonna go to a more spacious place and put my camera in such a way that you can see the full length. Always a pleasure, you know, reviewing hair from Wiggins hair. Also, as you guys could have seen from the headband that came with it, Wiggins hair, very beautiful, very well done, very silky. And yes, I'm very proud of my hair. So I'm going to put all the links. I totally think you should get this hair. I recommend this hair 100. Just follow the steps that I did when you buy your own hair. Play this video and just follow the steps one after the other. Don't forget, if you don't need baby hairs, don't feel free not to do. And if you want your baby hairs even more than mine, feel free to do that as well. Hair is all about making it look like you, not somebody else. So this is the hair, and yeah, absolutely gorgeous. So the pros and cons of this hair. Pros, very silky, as you guys can see the way I'm running my hand through it. True to length. I love the density, not too full, not too scanty, just perfect. I love the lace as well. It blended very easily. Delivery was very fast. Con, do I remember any con? Oh, just that I had to bleach the hair because the knots came unbleached. That's the only thing I can think of now. But it hasn't shed. I've been brushing it. I've not experienced any shedding. Maybe when I wear this hair for long, but usually most of the hairs that I do on my YouTube channel, anytime I go back to wear them, I usually don't have any issues with them. So I know that a lot of people say that you have so many wigs, and how do you know how they hold up? It's because I don't wear one wig every day. I have a video on how to get the most out of your wigs, so I'll link that here or here. Make sure you guys go and watch it. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching, and shout out to Wiggins hair for this beautiful unit. So this is what I'll be rocking now. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and make sure you like, you share, you leave a comment, and you subscribe. Bye guys.